Emily, an extraordinarily talented violinist, finds herself in a quiet cafe, her eyes locked onto her Stradivarius violin, Seraphina. Our story begins with a melody, or rather the absence of one. Emily, a young virtuoso, has a unique talent that sets her apart. Her fingers have danced on the strings of her Stradivarius Seraphina, creating enchanting symphonies that have left audiences spellbound. But today her violin is silent. Emily is a puzzle. She's always had a natural affinity for music. It flowed through her like a river, with her violin serving as the vessel. But now, the river has run dry. She stares at Seraphina, her fingers gently tracing the polished wood, her mind filled with echoes of melodies that used to pour out effortlessly. She's been practicing a new composition, but the notes seem to elude her. A once familiar dance now feels like an uncharted territory. Her relationship with Seraphina is unique, almost magical. The violin isn't just an instrument to her, it's a part of her soul, a silent companion that has been with her through her musical journey. They've created symphonies together, each note a testament to their bond. But today, Seraphina is silent. It's as if the violin is mirroring Emily's inner turmoil, her struggle to find the music within her. This is more than just a creative block. It's a crisis that has left Emily questioning her identity, her talent, and her relationship with her music. She's lost in a sea of silence. Her muse seems to have abandoned her. The cafe around her hums with life, but Emily is adrift in her own world, a world where the melody has vanished, and with it, her spirit. Emily's struggle is real, raw, and deeply personal. It's not just about finding the right notes or mastering a new composition. It's about rediscovering her connection with her music, her violin, and ultimately, herself. This is a journey of self-discovery, of overcoming fears, and embracing the unknown. And it all begins here, in this quiet cafe, with a talented violinist and her silent Stradivarius. Something is amiss. The music has vanished, and with it, Emily's spirit. But this is just the beginning of Emily's journey. A journey filled with mystery, self-discovery, and a melody waiting to be found. Our journey takes us back in time, to Emily's music school days, a period of youth and discovery, where each day was a new measure in the symphony of her life. Emily, a young bud in the garden of music, was flourishing under the nurturing care of her teacher, a renowned violinist himself. The music school was Emily's sanctuary, her haven. Here, she was not just a student, but a virtuoso in the making. Her passion for music was as palpable as the rhythm of her heart, beating in sync with the pulse of melody she created. Her fingers danced on the strings of her violin, Seraphina, creating a harmony that echoed through the halls, captivating everyone within earshot. Her teacher saw potential in Emily that went beyond the ordinary. He saw in her the spark of a prodigy, a talent that was rare and precious. He encouraged her, fueled her passion, and nurtured her talent. He taught her that music was not just about playing notes, but about feeling each note, each vibration, each melody deep within her soul. Emily and her teacher shared a unique bond, a bond forged in the crucible of music. They communicated not just with words, but with notes and melodies. Their relationship was like a symphony, a harmonious blend of teacher and student, a melody that resonated with the rhythm of learning and growth. The music school was the stage where Emily honed her talent, where she learned to tune her instrument and her soul to the rhythm of music. She was more than just a student. She was a virtuoso in the making, a violinist whose music would one day echo across concert halls and captivate audiences worldwide. A spark ignited in young Emily that day, a spark that would lead to a blazing fire of talent. It was here in the corridors of the music school that Emily found her calling, her passion, her voice. It was here that Emily became not just a violinist, but a virtuoso, a maestro in the symphony of music. Back in the present, the once lively cafe now echoes with silence. Emily sits, her fingers hovering over the strings of her Stradivarius, Seraphina. A struggle is etched in every line of her face. The music that once flowed effortlessly now seems like a distant memory. The silence is a stark reminder of the melodies that are no longer there. Emily's frustration is palpable. The once prodigious violinist now feels like a stranger to her own craft. The notes she used to dance with now seem to evade her grasp. It's as if the music has vanished, leaving behind an eerie quiet. Emily's eyes are filled with a desperate longing. She yearns for the symphonies that once filled the air, for the inspiration that seems to have slipped through her fingers. Her Stradivarius, Seraphina, sits quiet, as if mirroring her master's struggle. The cafe, once filled with melodies, now resonates with Emily's silence. In a quest to find her lost music, Emily seeks help from Dr. Amelia Hartman. Enter a woman of wit and wisdom, Dr. Hartman, renowned in the world of psychology. Her reputation precedes her, having cracked some of the most puzzling cases. But this one, the case of the vanishing virtuoso, it's different, it's personal. It's about music, about passion, about a young woman's struggle to find her lost tune. Emily, with her violin Seraphina, approaches Dr. Hartman, her eyes filled with hope, her heart heavy with silence. The doctor, intrigued by the uniqueness of the case, agrees to help. Emily's struggle ceases to be a solitary one, as Dr. Hartman steps into her world, ready to unravel the mystery of the silent strings. The room buzzes with anticipation as they prepare to embark on a journey into the depths of Emily's mind. A new chapter begins, a journey into Emily's mind. In Dr. Hartman's office, the investigation into Emily's creative block begins. Sitting amidst a sea of books and a flurry of papers, they venture into the labyrinth of Emily's creative psyche, seeking answers to her musical enigma. Dr. Hartman, with her years of experience, starts to unravel the threads of Emily's life, looking for potential causes of her musical block. She raises the possibility of stress, a common culprit in such cases. Could the pressure of living up to her own talent and expectations be causing Emily to stumble over her own genius? Then, they consider the beast of burnout. Has Emily, in her relentless pursuit of perfection, exhausted her creative energies to the point where she can no longer hear the melody of her muse, Seraphina? Could the constant striving for more, for better, have led her to a state of creative paralysis? As they delve deeper, they stumble upon the notion of a more profound psychological issue. Dr. Hartman ponders, could there be a deeper emotional connection between Emily and her Stradivarius? Could this bond somehow have turned from a source of inspiration into a barrier? Is Emily's relationship with Seraphina not just one of artist and instrument, but something more complex and layered? The questions hang in the air, stirring up a storm of thoughts and theories, each more intriguing than the last. The room fills with the suspense of a symphony approaching its crescendo. Emily, Dr. Hartman, and the silent observer, Seraphina, are all caught up in this dance of mystery and discovery. Yet despite their efforts, the answer remains elusive. The notes of Emily's music continue to hide in the shadows, shrouded in a silence that's almost deafening. The investigation, like a melody without its chorus, feels incomplete, leaving them yearning for that missing piece that will bring harmony to Emily's discordant tune. The mystery deepens. What could be the cause of Emily's loss of music? As the scene fades, we are left waiting, anticipating the next note in this symphony of suspense. The city streets. A trail of clues leads them to Seraphina. As the investigation unfolds, a fascinating discovery emerges. The Stradivarius violin, Seraphina, isn't just an instrument to Emily. It's a confidant, a companion, a piece of her soul given form in wood and strings. This devotion, this intertwining of spirit and sound, has become the cornerstone of Emily's creative expression. Dr. Hartman realizes that the key to unlocking Emily's creative block isn't found in textbooks or therapy sessions. It lies in the intricate dance between a musician and her instrument. Each note played, each melody composed, is a testament to a bond that transcends the physical world. Yet this connection is shrouded in mystery, an enigma wrapped in the melodious strains of a Stradivarius. But with every clue they unearth, every secret they uncover, they inch closer to the heart of the matter. A bond deeper than music, a mystery yet to unravel. In a whirlwind tour of Emily's past, they confront her memories. Each location, each note, each echo of the past is a step towards understanding the enigma that is Emily's creative block. From the grand concert halls where she once played to the music schools where she honed her craft, they delve into Emily's past. The haunting melody of her Stradivarius violin, Seraphina, echoes through the corridors of time, a ghostly reminder of what once was. These hallowed halls, these sacred spaces, they hold the keys to Emily's past. Every strum, every chord, every melody, a breadcrumb on the trail to the heart of her struggle. They uncover the highs and lows, the triumphs and trials, the applause and the silence. All these memories, they paint a vivid picture of Emily's journey, a journey shaped by the sweet symphony of her Stradivarius Seraphina. Each memory, a piece of the puzzle that is Emily's creative block, the puzzle of the vanishing virtuoso. In Dr. Hartman's office, the root of Emily's creative block is finally revealed. Dr. Hartman, a beacon of understanding in Emily's storm, unravels the tightly wound mystery. Each thread, each knot, each tangled fear, all leading back to one singular moment, the birth of Emily's fear of failure. Emily, a virtuoso violinist, is not just grappling with a mere blockade of creativity. No, her struggle is far deeper, rooted in the soil of her own self-doubt. She's been dancing in the shadow of an intimidating adversary, one that has been silently gnawing away at her confidence, her passion, her music. This adversary, this fear, has been lurking in the corners of her mind, whispering tales of inadequacy, painting pictures of disappointment. It's been echoing ghostly refrains of a symphony she fears she can never perfect. Her Stradivarius, Seraphina, has become a symbol of this fear, a silent accomplice to the thief of her music. The fear of failure, the silent thief of Emily's music. In the haunting silence of the music hall, Emily confronts her fear. It's a chilling encounter, as if standing face to face with a ghost from the past. A phantom cloaked in the shadow of apprehension, an echo of a melody never played out loud. It's her fear of failure, a haunting symphony that's been stifling her music, muting the strings of her beloved Seraphina. But in this confrontation, something shifts. Emily, our virtuoso, doesn't back down. Instead, she peels back the layers of her fear, revealing its true face. It's not a monstrous beast, but an integral part of her journey, a stepping stone rather than a stumbling block. As she grapples with this realization, a transformation takes place. Emily doesn't just confront her fear, she embraces it. She allows it to fuel her passion, to stoke the fires of her creativity. In the face of fear, Emily finds her courage, and with that, she's ready to make her music echo once again in the hallowed halls of the music world. Back in her music school, Emily stands on the stage, her heart pounding. The spotlight casts a brilliant sheen on the polished wood of her beloved violin, Seraphina. The hush of anticipation hangs heavy in the air, like the pause between the conductor's baton lift and the orchestra's first note. Emily raises her violin, placing it gently under her chin. The bow hovers above the strings, a poised bird ready to take flight. She takes a deep breath, grounding herself in the moment, in the music that's about to come alive under her fingers. This isn't just about playing a piece perfectly, it's about bearing her soul, sharing a piece of her journey with everyone in the room. She draws the bow across the strings, and the first note pierces the silence. It's a sound both haunting and beautiful, a reflection of the struggles she has overcome. Each note that follows is a testament to her resilience, a melody spun from her triumphs and trials. As she plays, her fear of failure fades into the background, replaced by the pure joy of creating music. The concerto she performs is not just a composition, but a narrative. It tells the story of a young woman grappling with her insecurities, learning to embrace her fears, and finding the courage to express herself through her music. The final note rings out, hanging in the air like a promise fulfilled. Emily lowers her violin, her chest heaving with the exertion and the sheer exhilarity of the performance. The hall remains silent for a moment, as if holding its breath, before erupting into applause. The audience rises to their feet, they're clapping a thunderous accompaniment to the lingering notes of Emily's concerto. The applause is not just for the beautiful music she has created, but for her courage, her journey, her transformation. Under the glow of the spotlight, Emily takes a bow, a smile playing on her lips. She has not just found her muse in Seraphina, but discovered a strength within herself she never knew existed. Emily's music fills the hall once again, a testament to her courage and resilience.